Okay, we are about to do challenge mode Vindicta, the worst challenge mode at GWD2. Um, the only purpose to doing this challenge mode, since it's also the worst money, the challenge mode is. The normal boss is the best money at GW2, but the challenge mode is the worst money at GWD2. And the reason we do the challenge mode is because you got to get 100 for an IFB rec. So if you're going for that, you're going to want to do the challenge mode. If you're not going for that, you might want to just to check it out or mess around or just for lulz, you know. Um, but more or less, it's the hardest GWD2 uh, challenge mode, and it's also the worst money. So I would not recommend this unless you are going for IFB. In which case, you probably already have done a lot of bossing and won't have much trouble with it. But if you do, here's a little couple tips that I got for you to maybe make it easier. Um, so hop into challenge mode, and basically you just DPS and avoid the magic for the first 150k life points. Then after that, he'll start doing his range attack, and you alternate protecting range and debilitating, or resonancing, or devotioning with range spray on in every case except for the resonance. And if you do that, it should be pretty smooth sailing till the second half where I don't know, if he basically just is like berserk the whole time. He just hits way higher with his melee, but he will not range you at all. But he will fly more often. Well, more often than the first 150k anyway. So yeah, basically here, this part, you just try to DPS him down quickly and try not to stand in the fires. Keep your health semi-high. You don't have to keep like super safed up, but his damage can stack pretty quickly if he drops a fire on you and then hits you with a decent melee hit. And that was pretty lucky. I was trying to walk the bleed. Ended up avoiding that fire. You can also time the fires. I don't know exactly how many attacks it is, but I know they're not super hard to avoid. And I also know you can afford to let him hit you, so it's not usually too big of a deal avoiding every single fire. He's going to do a melee hit, then he's going to do the range hit. Resonance that bad boy if you're low. If not, you could devotion it and then save your resonance for later. Yeah, there's a melee hit, then devotion, get that. Back to melee. Nice and simple. It's not complicated, that's the one good thing about it. It does have entirely too much life points. There's the melee. There's the range. Get the reso, and you're pretty much good to go. It's the most straightforward GWD2 boss, I think. Gotta grats that guy real quick. Oh, I'm still in it. I hate having to do this. Run through the magic fires. Yeah, he's gonna move right away, so that's gonna suck, but shouldn't have wasted my asphyxiate. Also, probably shouldn't have wasted resonance there. I should have just... Well, no, I should have, because after this last 1,000 life points, he will not be doing any more. I don't know if he's going to do this one. I think he might. He didn't. I've had it before where he got phased and still did his range hit. Which, needless to say, not too fun. Thinking that you're safe and then taking a 5k or whatever it can hit. Well, it can hit 6k or even more. But it doesn't always. Yeah, so as you can tell from the 300k mark when he respawns on, he just does melee and he does more damage. So really the only mechanic you have to ever react to is the flame and also that range hit. So there's two mechanics you have to react to, but they're both easy. One's as simple as moving and one's as simple as a switch and a switch back. I'm always trying to get 6 minutes on these kills, where usually 100k DPM is not very hard to do, but here it seems to be pretty tricky because there's so much running and he goes out of range so often, and you know, for that little while you got to switch for the resonances, and he really messes up your ults a lot. Like after two rounds of the fire, if you can stay in your ult, which sometimes you can, but it's rare, then you're money, but so often that's not the case. One thing that's nice to do, you can pop Sunshine in Vindicta and then go to the very edge of where your Sunshine's area of effect is. That helps a ton because then the line of fire will not go straight through the middle of it. If it goes straight through the middle of it, it's harder to find a place to stand inside of the Sunshine, obviously. So that's one little tip that might help you out a little. Here, Sunshine, and then stand on the edge of your Sunshine. Another is don't let him spam 1500 melee hits, but if you can figure out how to do that, let me know. Other than using defensives. We don't want to use defensives here. I mean, we do if we need to, but I just get eager to finish the damn thing at this point. Don't want to try devotion or anything. And there it is. Basic challenge mode basic challenge mode Vindicta kill. And I better get out of here before he spawns in again. Sorry about the sniffly nose. I have a little bit of a cold today, but I was planning on doing this last night. We ended up just screwing around doing legacy bosses. Did some legacy Calfight King and some legacy Virago. It was a mess, but we actually did have successful kills at all the bosses we went to, so that was nice. We're thinking about doing some trying hard mode legacy Virago, which would be horrible and hilarious. So, you know, if we do end up doing that, I will definitely record it and upload it so everybody else can laugh at our failure. If anybody does want to see that, please let me know, because I am on the fence about whether we're actually going to do it or not. I hope we are, but I don't know if we are. So, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and have fun with your kills.